some water.
Get yourself some loose pants and grow you a beard. Drop top movement. Say the last real niggas that are in jail. That's bullshit. They ain't PK and we living well.
Real nigga. Keep it real.
Not a drop of the fate. That's first. How you call yourself a shooter, but you can't shoot.
You a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger. You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga. Keep it real, nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're a crippled blood? Is you a real nigga if you been labeled a thug? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Who gave you niggas a mic? Supported all the bullshit that you write. Rapping about things you never done in your life. Call me a hater just cause I ain't falling victim to hype. And your catalog be playing in my stereo light. Plus the only thing you're promoting is stereotypes. You niggas rap about rats or loud packs, or that you bust straps. First, don't buck back, or how you pump crack. Maybe fuck a few hood rats and only kill blacks. Yo, my nigga, what good's that? You think it's cool we got kids in tears cause his mama overdosed and seen his pops in years? His role model growing up and shoot fucking quiz. Cause you niggas ain't killers, man, you just fucking weird. Look, get yourself some loose pants and grow you a beard. Just get yourself some loose pants and grow you a beard. Get yourself some loose pants and grow you a beard. It's a suggestion. Now I only got one question. Is you a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger? You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga? Keep it real, nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're a triple blood? You a real nigga if you been labeled a thug? Keep it real, nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga.
Remember when you had to be credible just to rap. Remember when you had to be credible just to rap. Remember when you had to be credible just to rap. Some of you niggas, I'ma need evidence of your facts. I see you cover up cause it's evident that you whack. You tried to move a couple of packs to boost your stats. You was never able to tell the truth from a fable. You was never able to tell the truth from a fable. You was never able to tell the truth from a fable. You were undercover sucker wearing the thug label. I try to school niggas, I do it whenever able. Bruh, get a pen and a pad, you should be grateful. First, how you call yourself a shooter but you can't shoot? And 9-year-olds when they sitting on their damn stools. First, how you call yourself a shooter but you can't shoot? Hitting 9-year-olds when they sitting on their First, how you call yourself a shooter but you can't shoot? Hitting 9-year-olds when they sitting in their damn stools. Strays gunning females down the block corner. Candles and teddy bears decorating the corner. Spilling out a Corona for sending the owner. That don't make you real, it just make you a blood donor. Spilling out a Corona for sending the owner. That don't make you real, it just make you a blood donor. How you niggas still wanna be thug, homie? You ain't gotta kill your people to be gangster. Know some real niggas that's G's, they outrank you. Generals and captains all ready for action. My officers is off and you're cutting you into fractions. Wanna be a blood or a crip, you champion, straight winner. Not a drop of the fake in this. They say the last real niggas dead or in jail, that's bullshit. You PK and we living well. Is you a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger? You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga? Keep it real, nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're a crippled blood? Is you a real nigga if labeled a thug? Keep it real, nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. We died together, dying on no boats. We died together, dying on no boats. We died together, dying on no boats. Died together, broke round our throats. Now all of a sudden, we're there for love we had, we killing each other by the dozens. Grief and gang, make us squeeze them things. Breathing seeds of cane, need the change, wicked epidemic.
Before the white chalk, half another black brother sketched the Bennett. Kilos for business and strippers. How you the neighborhood hero in the business, kill a nigga, creeping through the block. Drop top, hoop, the different flag, get that ass blasted from the ooze and creeping through the block. Drop top, hoop, the different flag, get that ass blasted from the ooze, creeping through the block. Drop top, hoop, the different flag, get that ass blasted from the ooze. I use a real nigga running from the struggle. I use a real nigga taking it up the butthole. Where I'm from, red dot, stop the blood flow. Pulling the cars of MC Gusta, must know my clique. Tired of getting a hand in marriage, try to separate, take it off the hand and them carrots. Real G's roll meek in silence. Hustling on the corner, preaching violence. If we can't split, gift the peace, equip reinforcements, these are clips to eat. Now is a real nigga. Is you a real word? Is you a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger? You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're crippled blood? Is you a real nigga if you labeled a dog? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger? You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're crippled blood? Is you a real nigga if you been labeled a dog? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you been finger popping a trigger? You a real nigga if you went and killed another nigga? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga. Is you a real nigga if you're crippled blood? Is you a real nigga if you been labeled a dog? Keep it real nigga. You ain't a real nigga, now that's real nigga.
Shalom, Israel. This is an ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the amazing and honorable Commanding General Yohana. That's right. And we are the home of the truth since 1969. We teach so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians the truth about this Holy Bible, man. We are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. Right. And today's lesson, we're going to start off with the title. All right. Because today is Tuesday Brotherhood class. And our title is, Let's Gather Together, Israelites. Gather yourselves together, Israelites. Because you want to know who's the nation that's not there? So-called Black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native Indian. All right. You see each and every country gathering themselves together. Right. The Chinese only deal with the Chinese. It is a culture to not have interracial marriages. All right. I was just watching a movie, Kate, and they went to war behind a brother having how you say it again? Interracial. There you go. Marriage. All right, killed his own brother because he slept with a dog, a so-called white woman. That's right. All right, it's time to stop having jungle fever. It's time to only start dealing with these 12 tribes that the Most High told us to deal with. That's right. All right, keep that royal bloodline amongst yourselves, Israel. Yeah, we got to gather ourselves together righteously from here on out, or we're going to continue to see these punishments and these curses. All right. You see, O.J. Simpson went through it. You see, Kobe Bryant went through it. Tiger Woods went through it. You want me to continue naming some? Kanye West. Man, this list can go on and on and on, man. Michael Jackson. You feel me now? We need to gather ourselves together amongst kings, priests, and princes that are willing to serve the Most High correctly, man. That's right. It is an abomination unto the Most High to be disobedient. We need to be obedient so we can have this kingdom reign right here on earth.
That's right.
Because right now we're satisfied with being oppressed. All right, we're satisfied with going to jail with football numbers for a minor mistake, while our oppressor sits here and gets away with murder, sits here and gets away with rape, sits here and gets away with bank robberies, man, school shootings. There could be a school shooting tomorrow from a so-called oppressor, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna order him some Burger King again. While if you try to follow your oppressor and envy him in his footsteps, they're gonna gun you down. They're not gonna aim for your leg. They're not gonna aim for your arms. They're gonna aim to put you 6 feet under.
That's right.
They're gonna aim for that 6 feet quarantine from you. They want to be quarantined from you forever. But guess what? The Most High chose us to be that special, in particular, an honorable nation amongst this earth, to be righteous rulers.
That's right.
And the only way to do that is to follow these laws, statutes, commandments amongst your brotherhood and your sisterhood. Because brotherhood is sisterhood.
That's right.
And once we start to learn that the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian is all one family, man, listen, we're going to be a reckoning to rule. And there will be no other rulership after us. We have to stop turning our backs on our brothers and sisters. Because when we do that, we tend to not realize that we are turning our back on our King himself. Jesus Christ, also known as. All right, with that, I'm going to do a courteous salute to all my brothers and sisters. To all my brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahshua. To all the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Latham by Hashem Yahushua. All right, and I want that feeling to sink through you, man. We're not here to be lukewarm.
That's right.
We are here to blaze these streets. All right, to debunk all these false prophets, to debunk the Christianity, to debunk the Muslim mosque, to debunk the Buddhism, to debunk Hinduism, to debunk Judaism, man. All these religious beliefs that you thought were correct are actually correctly wrong. And they are correctly a distraction from the Most High. That's why they are set forward by man. Man didn't create these scriptures, man. God came down with angels that gave messages for us to deliver to our nation.
That's right.
And with that message, that's why you see the ISUBK going so hard on these streets, man. We back again. Here to deliver this good gospel, man. The good word. Only for you, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. These scriptures are for you and your rulership and your kingdom to come. Because it's right here on earth. You should already know heaven is within you, man. Heaven's in you. All right? So, I got an article today. And I don't want to go too fast about this article because tell me how and why the Taliban have more brotherhood than Israelites.
Damn.
Like, it's crazy. We got the extreme brotherhood when we out there saving, man. We out there dribbling that basketball, putting them boxing gloves on for your coach in that ring, putting on them shoulder pads, going to war against your own brothers, man. You're doing it for the wrong cause. When you should be picking up these scriptures, going to war with your brothers for people that want to fight against you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. We're at a spiritual warfare right now. And we're too caught up on the root of all evil. The root of all evil is being unbrotherly to your brothers.
Right.
Turning your back against your brothers for a little piece of change. Man, you are unworthy of the kingdom when you do such things. You are giving your oppressor more respect than you give the own person that looks just like you. You'll turn your back on your uncle if he smoked that crack rock, man. And you'll put that money right in your pocket. Be like, man, it's time to re-up now. Well, guess what you re-ing up on? you re-end up on death yourself, man.
That's right.
You think because your pockets get a little bit fatter that you're going to make it into the kingdom of heaven? Guess what? It don't work like that. You got to make sure your election is sure. And you got to endure it until the end. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Precinct Officer Razan for joining us today in our SUK officer class. Shout out to our camp leader, Officer Wanyala, Captain Yatazat, Officer Malakatia. Man, big shout out. Let's get Officer in the choir hand, man. He just brought a warrior into this world, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? What better way to do it is to have your children raised up in the ISUBK amongst the true priests and the prophets, man.
That's right.
That's how you gain a brother right there. Getting into this one body. Learning who your identity was stolen. Because right now we're dealing with a bunch of imposters that have a bunch of house Negroes trying to predaim their agenda. All right, to keep their lives going. You know what I mean? Because white supremacy isn't a power at all, man. It's a myth. It's something that blows in the wind, and whoever grasps it, then it has power. It doesn't have, listen, it weighs about as much as an eagle's feather that flew out. That's how much it weighs. Because it's filled with lies. It's filled with murder. It's filled with the bloods of our ancestors. All right? It's filled with us celebrating Thanksgiving. It's filled with us celebrating Christmas to keep them in rulership by your pockets getting thinner and thinner while they just sitting back relaxing, enjoying your taxes. All right? Spending on uncalled for things like concrete on this earth, man. Your concrete will crumble, thus said the Lord. All right? And we're here to prophesize that Babylon is falling to rise no more.
Damn right.
In the ISUBK, we don't want no cowards or no excuses in our camps. We're here to build men to rise up before the Most High and to stand strong and be men of war. And we prepared to do these sacrifices. We prepared to destroy the old us to become that new creature that the Most High really created us to be.
That's right.
Man, I love each and every one of you brothers and sisters in this one body.
Damn right.
All right, one West with every breath. You got anything you want to add before we get into this article?
No, sir.
All right, no sweat. Let's jump into this article, Baba Shah.
Khan. This is the Drive.com. This article came out on September 1st, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Taliban features throngs of U.S. bought vehicles and a Black Hawk helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
The parade in Kandahar, which was also a significant show of force, comes as the Taliban continue to work to consolidate and legitimize their rule.
Whoa, look at that, man. They continue to work together. So what's wrong with us so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians working together? All right, they did this war and thrust through it within 20 years. They had our presidents negotiating with terrorists. Now tell me where that is in the book of legislation or administration or whatever you want to call it. Giving politics to the Taliban and terrorists. Good night. When they will not even consult with you and your problems right here in America.
Right.
They won't even give you health care, let alone food stamps. They was just trying to cut off all the food stamps, let alone give you a bonus on your job every month. They can't even give you a 25-cent raise a week. They want you in that same hole that they was trying to put the Taliban in. Listen, we got to fight together because fighting in separate organizations has not worked ever for us. All right? And the Lord chooses one ruler to rule over the Israelites. And right now that ruler is Commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
Just like when Christ reigned, it was Christ. Just like before Christ. All right? Goes down. Daniel, all the way to Aaron, all the way to Moses, to Noah, back to Adam, man. So pick up your identity and choose who you really want to serve. Do you want to serve man all your life? Or do you want to serve this terrible power that can reign us out of Egypt?
That's right.
Because right now, America is the daughter of Babylon, a.k.a. Egypt,
Right.
the house of bondage. All right, let's get back into this article. Slack it.
No sweat. Khan. The Taliban held an absolutely massive victory parade in the Afghan city of Kandahar today.
Oh, hold on. Stop right there. Did they just say they held a victory over America?
Khan.
Wow, America always is setting forth lies. We are the greatest nation, the red, white, and the blue. When you weren't even great in the Desert Storm. You weren't even great in the Cold War nor the Vietnam War, man. They fill your head up with all this feminine masculinity when the truth lies that they're really weak.
That's right.
They're really nothing without you, Israel. So why do you want to continue to kill yourselves by joining this U.S. Army or this U.S. Navy or this U.S. Air Force? It's not for you. But I tell you what is for you. Joining this army of the Lord that the Lord set forth for you, Israelites. And it's called the ISUPK.
That's right.
All right? And we are here to be bold men. We are here to say what is needed to be said. Because the truth will set you free.
That's right.
Let alone the truth will not hold you back, man. It'll prevail you to surpass your last state of achievement, man. We're here to see you grow. We're not here to see you fall or see you get inch by inch, man. We want you to have that full yard. Go full field, man. With all your armor on. With all your garments on. Boots on the ground. All right? The Lord needs you to be obedient. Hell, your family members need you to be obedient.
That's right.
That's why we say the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Because he wants to deceive you, man. When this article, man, firmly reads that the Taliban are having a massive victory parade in front of their face, like, we got y'all on up out of here. And we are happy about it. Like, you have shed so much blood over here, and we have shed so much of your blood over here. We don't want you over here no more. Take your raggedy tail back home, rednecks. Slack here. Go ahead.
Khan. I'll start from the top, sir.
All right, no sweat.
The Taliban held an absolutely massive victory parade in the Afghan city of Kandahar today, involving dozens of U.S. supplied vehicles that the group captured from the former
Wait. Slow that down. What are they parading about again? Start at
involving dozens of U.S. supplied.
Stop. So you telling me the U.S. left men behind and massive vehicle supplies? That they going around just using up all their gas, talking about having fun, enjoying themselves amongst their brotherhood.
Right.
But the Israelites can't join together and enjoy each other over these scriptures, over the type of brotherhood that the Most High set for us to dwell in. Like, come on, man. We too busy. I'll tell you what it is. We too busy dwelling in cocaine. We too busy dwelling in heroin. Feeding the homeless drugs and methamphetamine and pills, man. That's what we too busy doing. We think that's the type of brotherhood. Man, yeah, that fiend just gave me a 20. Like, pop. Nah, man. How about you go outside the next day and give all those brothers and sisters that need some water, some water?
Right.
But I tell you why you can't do that, man. You too weak. It's going to take the true priests and prophets that Commander General Hanna is building up in front of the Most High to come out there and do it, man. You have to learn from some true men how to be a man.
That's right.
Because you too weak and you too much of a coward to do it yourself. When we got the Taliban over there celebrating about not getting deceived by the oppressor, trying to oppress their land and steal their land. But I tell you what else, man. The Taliban have stolen our land. I bet you didn't know that. They're dwelling in a land that doesn't belong to them either, man. It's called Israel. You think Israel is just that big on the map? Then you haven't done any studying about this Holy Bible, man. All right? You see what the oppressor gave you to see, but you don't realize it's a way bigger picture than what you see, man. This whole earth belongs to you, Israelites. Nobody else. But we would rather a dumbfound mental illness type of ruler to rule over us because we have too much Stockholm syndrome. We have too much coonage in our blood.
That's right.
We have too much pride to come back to our own culture. But I tell you who didn't give up their culture. Go ahead and read this article, Bakusha.
Another one, Khan, involving dozens of U.S. supplied vehicles that the group captured from the former Afghan National Defense and Security Forces as it seized control of the country. At least one ex-Afghan Air Force UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter.
Man, listen, we can't even afford that. Y'all just read, Sluggy, y'all just heard this mighty Sluggy. Y'all just heard this mighty priest read this name. Read it one more time.
At least one ex-Afghan Air Force UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter flew overhead during the procession, which took at least 35 minutes to pass by in its entirety. Mullah Hibatullah Kundazada,
Right.
the Taliban's current supreme leader, or emir, was widely expected to make an appearance at a following rally, but did not.
Mm-hmm.
The Taliban first emerged in 1994 in Kandahar, which is the capital of the Afghan province of the same name, holds special significance for the group. In September 1996, they declared the establishment of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and that this city was its capital. Kandahar Province's Kakrez district is also the birthplace of Mullah Muhammad Omar, the founder of the Taliban and its first supreme leader until his death in 2013. Now, almost 25 years later, and nearly 2 decades after the Islamic Emirate was toppled by the United States, it is hardly surprising that the triumphant Taliban would heed here to mark its return to power. The parade included a variety of different captured U.S. supplied vehicles, including Navistar Max Pro mine-resistant ambush-protected armored trucks, up-armored Humvees, Ford and Toyota pickup trucks, and Navistar 7000 series trucks. At least one of the Navistar 7000s had a 122mm D-30 howitzer on its rear bed.
Listen. This is over $500,000.
Good night.
Right there. And they just parading around like, got him. If y'all don't know what got him mean, listen. 5-finger discount. And they are throwing it in your president, America, so-called President Biden. They throwing it in his face. All right, parading around. Probably shooting in the air. You know how the Taliban get down.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? They have all these military artillery vehicles and weapons, in their possession as Taliban, but they're united enough not to use these weapons against themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They dump all these guns and weapons in our hoods and barrios, you know what I'm saying, in South Central LA and in Mexico and the cartels and even in the favelas in Brazil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we use these guns against ourselves, man. We terrorize our own people with these very guns, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't condone violence, but, you know what I'm saying? If we had any kind of unity, amongst ourselves, we would, you know what I'm saying, use this artillery as protection against our enemies, man, against our oppressors, man. But it's just like you were saying, we're so weak, we're so cowardly, man. We don't have any real armor or protection. We have no identity. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what to protect. You know what I'm saying? But we're out here shooting and eating each other, man. It's a sad reality, man. That's just how bad it is, man. But yeah, go ahead. That's what I wanted to add.
Nah, hey, give it up for that priest, man. For real. Because there's only one way to teach our people, you know? Because you hear it, and they go in one way, and you go straight out the other, and then it go right over your head.
Right.
So just think of that as a dagger going through your ear, just slicing. And you ain't getting no information at all. All your information just leaked on the floor with the rest of your brain, man.
Good night.
So we got to break these commandments down to you, man. Scripture by scripture, precept by precept.
That's right.
For you to get it in your head and to keep it in your heart, man. Let this structure stay on your mind that you are supposed to be strong, man. Spiritually. Instead of being destroyed. What does the scripture say? Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Man. And we'd rather go amongst other cultures to try to get our identity. Like they know. No, they are imposters also. Alright? The so-called Muhammad tried to blend in with the Israelites, man. Knowing that he had a mental illness. I bet the Muslims won't tell you that. They'll try to say, man, he was like Moses. He just had a speech impediment. Then when he got a little bit older, he got control of. No, that is Moses' story. You understand? They've even tried to cover up Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's story. They tried to say it was Abraham, Ishmael, and then it stopped right there. Like, come on, man. Read these scriptures for yourselves and come ask these questions in the ISUBK. Right. So you can get the real meaning of what the context means. You understand? Like, Israelites. It means something. It means that you come from the bloodline of Israel. Alright? Judite. Ishmaelite. They're not the same. Yeah, right. Alright, let's get the rest of this article and then we're gonna jump into these scriptures.
I was reading ahead. I want to read this. So.
Nah,
other vehicles in the procession had various weapons mounted as well, including a number of Humvees carrying 23 millimeter Zu-23-2 automatic cannons.
Man, listen. If y'all don't realize how armed the Taliban are after Americans left, then just ask the president to go back over there and visit. Just ask him. Be like, hey, man, can we have our stuff back? And see what type of response the Taliban are going to give them, man. They're going to give them another parade. Like on their time that they had to leave. Like those 13 soldiers that died. That's what kind of parade they're going to throw again if they come back, man. So guess what time it is, Israel? It's time for us to come back into these laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
Like warlike men. So we can raise our women up righteously to serve us righteous. Because I tell you what, the Taliban women are not disrespecting the homes.
Yeah, that's right.
The Taliban women are not talking back, trying to throw blows at their lords, at their husbands. They are not calling the cops to come in the household and massively have a homicide of another black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian man. They're not doing that. They have their women in control and decency and in order. So what we need to do is gather ourselves together righteously so we can have our own farms, so we can have our own vehicles, transportation, airlines. All right? So we can show that brotherhood to Christ so he can come ahead and come back home and return for his rulership, man. That's what this brotherhood is all about. The return of your king.
That's right.
He showed us how to do it. It's just up to us to put down all the distraction and deceitfulness and all the lust. To throw away all these false idols. To put away all these false prophecies like T.D. Snakes, Creflo Dollar, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Kanye West. Put down Christianity. It hasn't done anything for us but destroy us. I'll tell you what. If anybody can find me a scripture where it says it's okay to be a homosexual, then you can stay in the Christian church. Until then, come up out of her.
That's right.
All you are doing is living a lie. And what does the scripture say? Ye are of your father, the devil. And what you're doing is you're going back and forth from the synagogue of Satan. Back and forth. Learning his way of deceiving the children of Israel. Go ahead.
I'm saying Black, Hispanic, and Black, Latino, and Native American, man, we don't have a warlike spirit, man.
Right.
We don't know what it means to be masculine righteously. You know what I'm saying? We've learned how to be masculine by looking up to our oppressor. And the thing is, like General Muhammad brought out in yesterday's class, all these other nations, they see the white man as just that, a man. But our people, we see the white man or the oppressor, Salakia, as a god. You know what I'm saying? We think he's supernatural. We think he's Superman. So like you were saying, like the scripture said, you know what I'm saying? When you look up to our oppressor and start living his ways, you know what I'm saying? You are of your father, the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What was the point I was going to get?
But, take your time with it.
It's like we don't have that warlike spirit. And so our oppressor sees us and he laughs at us, man. He doesn't respect us. That was the point I was going to make. The oppressor does not respect us, man.
That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying? They laugh at us. We look like clowns, man. We look like cartoon characters. You know what I'm saying? They don't take us seriously because he has deceived us so much that our minds are just twisted. And so we're just like dough, man. We can be shaped into anything, man. And that's a dangerous place to be, man. And it's a sad reality. You know what I'm saying? But in the ISTPK, we're trying to bring you up out of that mess, man, out of that lie, man, and help you to see the oppressor for who he is, man. He is the deceiver. And he's done a number on our people since slavery and colonization, man. For the tribe of Judah in the Americas, and then the Northern Kingdom in you know what I'm saying, the Aztecs, and then the Caribbean nations, and the South American peoples, man. Those are our people, man. You know what I'm saying? They've done a number on us. We've forgotten who we are. At the same time, we've forgotten who our enemy is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they laugh at us. That's why they have absolutely no respect for us, man. And it's sad. We're trying to be like our oppressor. We're trying to love him so much. And yet he's stepping on our neck and murdering us in plain daylight, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're just a laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a pathetic look, Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Black man, Latino man, Native American man, we want you to come back and put on your righteous masculinity, put on that warlike spirit, identify who your enemy is, and as well identify who it is you're trying to protect, man. You know what I'm saying? We want our people to use these scriptures as our armor, man, as our sword, man, so that we can fight our oppressor and learn to protect our own, man. You know what I'm saying? And with the Taliban having all these weapons of military artillery at their disposal, you know what I'm saying? What do we have? You know what I'm saying? What we're trying to teach you, the weapon that we have is brotherhood and sisterhood, man. And brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon of mass destruction.
That's
man.
right.
Israel is a spiritual nation, man. What is it? Paraphrasing, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just literally loving your own is the weapon against our enemies, our oppressor, man. If we would just learn to love our own, the Most High will step in and do His work perfectly, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We won't have to lift a finger. We wouldn't have to grab a gun or a knife, man. But we do carry those items for our protection as well. But the Most High can exact His vengeance perfectly the way He sees fit, man. Because the vengeance is the Lord's. And all we got to do is love our own, man. It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? But we're too weak and we're too under the spell of Christianity and drugs and distractions and entertainment and materialism, man, mammon worship, man. You know what I'm saying? They got us all. They got us. Our president has us right where he wants us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to pull you out of that mess, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to add. So.
And the only way to do that is realizing who the serpent has been since the beginning.
That's right.
And to add to that, the only way to get up out of this captivity is bringing these scriptures back to life like the true Christian prophets do.
That's right.
Like the mighty priest said, the vengeance is of the Lord.
Damn right.
Stop taking revenge into your own hands. Look at all our past leaders. They have failed us because the Lord wasn't on their side. But I tell you who side the Lord is on, man. Our leader, Commander Junior Hunter.
That's right.
In the ISUBK.
Damn right.
Because he hasn't turned his back on these scriptures. He knows that the Most High is a terrible power that loves his children. Like every father does. Every father wants you to stand on your own, man. Be that man. Be that woman of righteousness, of obedience. And that's what we turn our back on, our own culture. All right? Tomorrow is the day of atonement.
That's right.
We have to go through this atonement for our sins. To shed that flesh from amongst our mind, man. And start to live spiritually. Start to live for that brotherhood and that sisterhood. Because every leader amongst us in our past has not shown us one bit of brotherhood and sisterhood. But Commander Junior Hunter has, man. We do food drives, clothes drives, hydrate the homeless. Listen, the list goes on. All right? We are not a hate group.
That's right.
We just love our own.
That's right. Damn right.
We just love our own. We ain't got no time for any other nation. Because our nation needs us the most. So when you see your brother out there, don't just walk past him. Ask him, man, how's your day going? You doing all right? And if you're not in the ISUBK, just ask him, have you ever heard of the ISUBK?
Right.
Pass him to some righteous men that can clean them up. Because I tell you what, the ISUBK has cleaned me up.
That's right.
I used to be out here, listen, jack boy, stick up kid, drug dealer, because I was lost. Then the Most High chose me to have mercy on me. Because deep down in my heart, I knew what I was doing was wrong. But I was living to survive, man, struggling. And then I kept calling on his name and calling on him. You understand? Seek ye the kingdom of heaven first.
That's right.
That's how we're going to get up out of this rulership that we under. Because right now, the earth is mourning under this rulership. The trees, the animals, the water, the air, humanity itself.
Our minds.
Yeah, definitely our minds.
It's a lot, and that, you know what I'm saying? The internet itself is a major distraction. I mean,
Right.
99.99% of what's on the internet is just media garbage, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a false substitute for the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You can subscribe to as many you know what I'm saying, TV providers like Hulu and Disney Plus and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Netflix, Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? It's all the entertainment industry is just an industry of witchcraft, man.
Right.
It's just distractions and full of material that's written by satanic people, man, by people who have no morals. You know what I'm saying? We live in an amoral society. You know what I'm saying? And we think the internet gives us permission to think and do as we please, man, and to share what we want. But you know what I'm saying? We're wearing ourselves thin. We're selling ourselves short. You know what I'm saying? Trying to live up to the expectations of the internet, which is, you know what I'm saying, like the mind of the world. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The internet is just a form of entertainment, and it is a legitimate information source. But the true information source is in these scriptures, man. It's the truth. That's what we need to be studying day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Meditating on these scriptures,
Right.
understanding the mysteries that the Most High has written in these scriptures for us, a specific set of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Even like you were saying, when I was in the world as well, I was lost. You know what I'm saying? I was out here trying to survive, you know what I'm saying? Literally dying to live and living to die.
Right.
Looking for an answer, knowing that me being, you know, from the tribe of Judah and seeing my people cursed and not knowing what's the remedy, man. Everyone thinks that they know, you know, what's the answer, what black people need to do to come together. What do Latino people need to do to come together? Native Americans, what do we need to do, man? You know what I'm saying? We are a specific people, and spiritually, we know we're one people, man, because we share the same curses. We're under the same, we share the same oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for an answer. We're looking for some kind of truth to get us up out of this hell, man. But the way to get out of this hell is a straight and narrow path, man. And we're too weak to walk that path because we're too distracted by the internet. We're too distracted by, you know what I'm saying, the delicacies that our oppressor keeps, you know what I'm saying, waving in front of our noses, man, enticing us, leading us astray, man. He's a serpent. He's a beast. He doesn't want us to come back to our culture. He doesn't want our people to hear the truth that we're sharing with our people right now. You know what I'm saying? But Israel, you know what I'm saying, we need to gather ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? Put down the distractions, put down the weed and the cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Put down the whores. You know what I'm saying? Put down the materialism and come back home and clean yourself up, man.
That's right.
There is a way to clean yourself up, man. You can't get off the drugs. You can't get off the tobacco and the weed and the hard drugs, man, and the lies, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Come into this truth, man. Stay here, man.
And if I could, man, pouring out your sisters is not brotherhood.
Hell no, man.
All right? Get that understood. You are destroying your people by destroying their bodies. Let them have a chance to redeem themselves and repent.
Right.
Matter of fact, let your own self redeem yourself and repent. When you see us getting this all black, man, that's because we are destroying the old us to become angels for our people.
That's right.
To become saints for our people. To be set apart from all these other nations that have oppressed us. Because it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go. Yeah. Slaggy. If I could, let's get into the 1 John.
Sure. Sir. 1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
Hereby we do know that we know him. Who is him? Anybody? Who is him? Why should we keep his commandments? Because he asked us to? Because he thought about, it could be okay if we keep his commandments? No, man. We'll know the Most High and Christ if we keep his commandments and do them. Let's get into verse 4.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know him.
Who is him? They go that word him again. Go ahead.
And keepeth not his commandments.
Oh, this was going to happen if you don't keep the commandments. Go ahead.
Is a liar.
Man, you be called a liar. All right? So if you just say, man, I follow all the 10 commandments, he is a what?
Is a liar.
If you say that you love your brother, but that you hate your brother and you love the Most High, then what?
Is a liar.
If you prostituting your sister, he is a what?
A liar.
Man, you are a liar and you are not following these laws, statutes, commandments. And you can't say that you know the Most High. Because you don't even know the commandments that he commanded you to do. Go ahead.
And the truth is not in him.
Then listen, you are not welcome in the ISUPK.
That's right.
Because you are a liar and the truth is not in you.
Damn right.
We don't need you. We want people that want to strive to be fixed for perfection.
That's right.
That are willing to be corrected. All right, correction is love.
That's right.
Christ corrected his disciples because he loved them.
Damn right.
The Most High corrects his children because he loves them. Because he loves us, matter of fact. The Israelites. And he has not dealt with any other nation.
That's right, man.
They may be blessed, but they are not chosen. We are chosen for these works. We are chosen, Israel. We gotta start loving each other by correcting each other righteously in the right spirit.
Right, love is correction.
You may not be able to deal with everybody in the same shape, way, fashion, and matter. That's why it's going to take a true priest and prophet to be seasoned like that, to come amongst him with the meekfulness. You got to be full of humbleness, man, to be able to deal with different type of people. And I'll tell you where you can get that type of counsel. It'll be right here in the home of the truth, man, the ISUBK. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander Junior Hunter.
Damn right.
All right, we're going to have a cookout right here in Texas. October. Man, set it in your calendars, set a reminder, set your alarms, because it's going down.
That's right.
All right, bring out your slabs. Bring out that good old barbecue, because we should be cooking them good meals, man. Enjoying ourselves, gathering ourselves together.
That's right.
So if you in any other camp, just because we not affiliated with you, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be at this cookout, man. Coming amongst your brothers and sisters.
It's a lucky, man.
Go ahead.
If you come out to these cookout Israel, you know what I'm saying, and understand only one select set of people are invited, man.
That's
So-called
right.
blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You will not find any love comparable to anywhere else, but only here in the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember an instance where we had a sister amongst us priests, about a handful of priests, and she said it herself. She said, "This doesn't even feel like Houston."
Right.
Because really, she didn't realize that she was in the kingdom, man.
Right.
She was amongst in the company of a holy and righteous priest, man.
That's right. I remember that day.
Israel is a spiritual nation, man.
Right.
It's not something you can necessarily see, man. When you're in the company of righteous men and women, like it takes you to the fourth dimension, literally, man. You're amongst people who serve a higher power, man, a terrible righteous power that comes strictly from the scriptures, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very spiritual experience, man. And it shouldn't be just a one-time thing. It should be more than just a weekend cookout, man. It should be your lifestyle, man.
That's right.
It's 24-hour lifestyle, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We're teaching class right now, man. We're in the spirit. But once the class is over, you know what I'm saying? Israel doesn't go nowhere. It's still here, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the body of Israel, man. And that's how we move, man. We carry our culture within ourselves, man. We're out here trying to share it with our people, man. But we're so stiff-necked and too weak and too used to the distractions that we're willing to just shove off, to the priests and prophets that are trying to wake up our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cling on to the truth, man. Stay with us. You know what I'm saying? And the cookout is the perfect example, you know what I'm saying, what Israel is supposed to be, man. You know what I'm saying? These cookouts are supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a worldwide, national event, man. But we had to schedule the appointments in specific weekends across, North, Central, and South America just to get our people together, man. But understand, man, so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, y'all are invited, man.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? It's going to be a very spiritual experience. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see your culture in being practiced. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see brothers and sisters in fringes. You're going to see sisters with their heads wrapped, wearing beautiful dresses. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see some mighty men, man, some real masculine men, you know what I'm saying, who give a damn about their nation and their people, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find it anywhere else, man. The ISUPK is not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. Man.
Right.
All these other so-called Hebrew Israelite groups are holding their little, their quote-unquote cookouts. Man, like, what was it? IUIC held their Passover at a strip club, man.
Right.
That's not righteous, man. That's foul, man. That's disgusting, man. That's Christianity. That's distraction, man. You won't find that here in the IUCPK, man. You know what I'm saying? Mark your calendar for what is it, October 1st through 7th? 7th through 10th, I believe. Mark your calendar for Houston, Texas, man. October the 7th, the week of October 2nd, 7th, man. You know what I'm saying? Come
7 to 10.
7 through 10? Oh, sign Christ. But like we were saying, like the scripture literally says, gather yourselves together, Israel. And you're going to see that very verse being practiced in real time at these cookouts, man. Come on, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Quit. You know what I'm saying? Quit allowing yourself to be distracted. We understand there's a lot of natural disasters, you know what I'm saying, in play right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a tropical storm hitting up Houston right now. You know what I'm saying? We got the plague variant going on, man. You know what I'm saying? We got, I get so many notifications of people being eaten, chopped up by reptiles, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the world is falling apart, but the Most High is pleading with those who still have breath in their life to come back home.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High has to traumatize us into looking for the truth. And then next thing you know, when you're looking for the truth, you're going to find us. You're going to be realizing we've been pleading with us, with you, Israel, since 1969, man, under the banner of the IUCPK. You know what I'm saying? This is the home of the truth, and it still stands. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find it anywhere else, man. Come home, Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. It should be our time to boogie all the time.
That's right.
But we got to start preferring each other. Instead of preferring devils. Instead of preferring to wear a dress just to have a music video. Man, we got to prefer to start having ownership over these handmaids and servants.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what they are. They give they self a high horse, and they place their self on that high horse, and then they want you to look up to them. When really you should be looking down on them, man. They should be on their knees kissing boots. That should be their only posture, Israel. But nobody has gave you the knowledge of these scriptures besides the ISUPK.
That's right.
Nobody has gave you the knowledge of not having interracial marriages besides the ISUPK. Because we don't add to the scriptures nor take away from them.
Damn right.
Let me get John chapter 17, verse 11, Baba Shah.
Another one come. Book of John, chapter 17, verse
11.
Mm-hmm. And now I am no more in the world.
Now I'm no more in the world. All right? When you see these priests and prophets teaching class, they're what? No more.
They are no more in the world.
Go ahead.
But these are in the world.
Man, drop the knowledge on them.
And I come to thee.
Listen, for those that are still in the world and not in ISUPK, we coming for you. If you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Right. Christ said, be fishers of men.
Right.
So that's what we doing. We trying to fish you out of this world. We coming for your souls. All right? Because the Most High is where they belong. Your soul and your spirit belong to the Most High. They don't belong here on this world, man. They belong dwelling with your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Going over this great book of life. Stop putting your name in the book of death, man. Being in this world. Go ahead.
Another one, Khan. Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one, as we are.
Man, these colors ain't red.
Right.
Christ wants you to be in the one body. It goes the Most High, Christ, man, woman, and children.
Damn right.
It don't go, man, joining the army, joining the Taliban, joining Christianity, joining the... It don't go that way, man. Everything belongs to the Most High.
Damn right.
So why are you trying to be separate from your family? Why are you trying to live in this world like the Most High wants you to live in this world? All right? Let me get verse 12, Baba Shah.
Another one, Khan. Verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name.
Nah, he said he kept them in his own name.
I kept them in thy name.
Go ahead.
Those that thou gavest me, I have kept.
Man, listen. Christ loves the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
Because you know where he's going to take them? He's trying to take them home, man.
That's right.
Bring it back home, Israel. We are not here to make you comfortable.
That's right.
All you sheep that went astray, guess why you went astray? Because that wolf was in that sheep clothing trying to lead you.
That's right.
Into slaughter, man. So stop putting yourself in the blender machine, man. Getting rambled up, getting shook up. Because the Most High is going to be the one to really shake things up.
Right.
And I don't think you want to be in the way when he's doing that to our enemies. Because the Most High has enemies. Because of the way that they have treated the children of Israel.
Damn right.
He is the God of Israel. And he wants to see brotherhood and sisterhood from us.
Right.
We too goddamn stubborn, man. And selfish. And disobedient. Listen. Put a smile on your face the next time you see a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Alright? The book of life is for you. Baba Shah, go ahead.
Khan. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost.
Ooh-wee. That sounds like a true shepherd to me.
That's right.
Running off all these fake wolves. Slacky, go ahead.
But the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. Verse 13. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves.
Man, Christ wants you to fulfill every last commandment.
Damn right.
Law and statute. And we're going to give you the actual number. 613.
Damn right.
To be fulfilled. To be clean. All right? To be rejoiceful in. Man, listen. Love each other. Gather together and let's build. Because right now, everything that we have tried to build has been destroyed.
That's right.
Because we haven't had the Most High with us. That's why the ISUBK is the home of the truth. Because we build on these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's how you do it, Israel. You can't build in the U.S. Army. You can't build in the military. You are building a casket for yourself. And the Taliban are waiting on more equipment. They're like, yeah, come back. Come back. Come again, buddy. Yeah. We'll be in your country with more corner stores. We're going to sell our oil and we'll be right there hand in hand with you. And you don't even know that we're really your enemy. You thought just because we have some Taliban brothers in y'all uniform that we're okay with y'all? That we're cool? Yeah, let's put this smile on. Look how fake this smile is. Yeah. Listen, World War III is coming.
That's right. Whew-wee. That's real. Salakia.
Nah, no sweat.
World War III is among us. We are in World War III, man. This is not TV. This is not a sitcom. This is not a movie, man. It's real out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Salakia. I don't know. To me, every day it gets more real and real. I'm not in denial of it. It's just like it's coming. The time is short, man.
Definitely.
Christ is coming back, man. It's serious, man. And we're so stiff-necked that even with all these calamities and world powers colliding, we still want to get distracted and try to forget by smoking weed and falling into our old ways,
just to get by.
Just to get by, man. It's whatever fix you think you're gonna get is not gonna get you through World War III, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If anything is gonna get you World War III, it's the bullet, man. It's death. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are seeking death because we don't know where life is, man. We're so used to it. You know what I'm saying? We feel like we're, of course, I'm speaking to Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? We're so used to being at the bottom, and we think that nobody gives a damn about us. No one's coming to save us. No one's in our corner, man. But you know what I'm saying? You're looking at the priests and prophets, man. The ISUPK is your corner, Israel. You know what I'm saying? But we want a quick fix, just like the drugs give us, man. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to make that sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to come to all 613 laws, statutes, and commandments, man. We don't want to. We don't even want to put down the pork,
Man.
just put down the pork, starting with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the trigger scripture, man. Thou shalt not eat pork, and then people get all bent out of shape about it, curse you out. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you why. They're gonna say you can't find pork in the Bible. Well, guess what? We can. It's swine.
Right.
Those for it's lacking.
Well, go ahead. I just want to put what I wanted to say. Man, World War III is present, is here, it's lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no movie, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not on TV. A lot of us see all the destruction and chaos going on TV. It is not real to them until it ends up on that doorstep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We're waking up our people and letting them, just reminding them to get prepared, man. Gather yourselves together, man. That's your defense.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These priests and prophets, you know what I'm saying? The prayers that we pray for our people, the Most High hears them, man. And the angels go into action. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a spiritual corner, Israel. These laws, statutes, and commandments, man. The ISUPK is the home of the truth. The ISUPK is the only sanctuary for so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You need to get behind, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself in the school. You know what I'm saying? Find you, a camp leader to report to. You know what I'm saying? And protect yourself, man, because the boom is coming, man. It's only a matter of time, man. And we're gambling with our lives, man. You know what I'm saying? In denial or just being stubborn and trying to see how long we can hold out by continuing to sin and to eat pork and to smoke weed and cigarettes and have sex with whores. You know what I'm saying? We're gambling.
Right.
It's a sick gamble, man. You know what I'm saying? We just want death, and the Most High sees what we're doing, man. He's going to hold us accountable for everything that we're doing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's like they said, there's the sin of omission. It's like you know what you should be doing, but you deliberately don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop living like animals. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the truth. You know what I'm saying? World War III is here. You know what I'm saying? Israel, where's your corner, man? Who's out there to protect you? And what are you fighting for, man? What do you have to defend? You know what I'm saying? These priests and prophets were actually telling you what your culture is, who your nation is, and how you protect that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my little bit, sir.
Man, straight facts, man. We're bringing the heat to y'all.
That's right, man.
Because right now, the focus is being lukewarm.
Now's not the time to be lukewarm. You're right about that.
The focus is being lukewarm. I mean, they see us like, what are these guys doing? Like, nobody wears that. Like, that's being lukewarm. You freeze up when you see the men of the Lord. When we here to burn stuff down, man. The Most High doesn't want any of this to stand. It's going to burn down. So he's setting these priests and prophets on fire to blaze in these streets with words of mass destruction.
That's right.
Telling you that brotherhood is a weapon.
Yeah, right,
Tell you that sisterhood is a weapon. I don't think they understand. Let me get the next verse.
Verse 15.
14.
Verse 14. Book of John, chapter 17, verse 14. I have given them thy word.
Now, this is Christ speaking. He's saying, I have given them these scriptures. The word. Christ is the word. Go ahead.
And the world hath hated them.
Man, that's why they hate you. That's why we saying, gather yourselves together, all nation not desired. Because you have the word. They don't. You have a living God.
That's right.
They don't. You have a terrible father. They don't. All they have is devils to deceive you, to fulfill their lies. When you have the truth, man. That's why they hate you.
That's right. That's it.
Go ahead.
Khan. And the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Man, listen, stop being of the world. Stop putting on that camouflage uniform when you should be in uniform behind this banner right here.
That's right.
Learning how to abide by these laws, statutes, commandments, and being lawful. Being clean amongst your brothers and sisters. Alright? That's how we get control of this rulership here on earth. Bringing our king back. Showing him that brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon.
That's right.
Thus said the Lord. Baba Shah, go ahead.
Khan, verse 15. I prayed not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Listen, that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to keep y'all away from the evil, from eating that shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, tuna, crawfish, selling drugs. We're trying to keep you away from the lies that are destroying your mind and your hearts. All right, letting you know that there's more than 10 commandments. That's evil to cover up the faces of the other commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Listen, Christ got to continue and continue and continue to say the same thing over and over. I don't think they get it.
I don't think so, sir.
Let me get the next verse.
Verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Man, the ISUBK is the home of the truth because we don't add to the scriptures nor take away from them. And I don't know about y'all, but the truth has set me free. I still have a lot to work on, but I'm not the person that I was growing to be. Once I got into the ISUBK, I set my life on fire.
Damn right.
Nothing goes through the furnace without being, what? Blazed upon, man. What do you think gold, how you think gold is tested? Through the water or through the fire? You know the answer?
Through the fire, sir.
There it is right there, man. And you are golden, Israel. If you are Israelite, you are golden.
That's right.
You are the salt of the sea. You are the flavor. Ain't nobody got flavor like you, man. Ain't nobody shine like you. Can't nobody wear golds in their mouth like you. Good night. Huh?
The smile on my face. I ain't put out my golds.
You did? It's a different spirit behind it, man.
That's right.
Let me get all the way to verse 23, Baba Shah.
Khan, verse 18. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world.
Now listen, like I said, we here to fish. And the kingdom of heaven is not for everybody. So if you're a coward, man, stay in church. Go ahead and learn them lies. Learn that John 3:16 breakdown and let that be the only broke down that you got.
That's right.
All right? Let you think that Adam and Eve was the first human beings on the face of the planet Earth. All right? Let you think John the Baptist was actually in the truth and had the truth for his entire life. Let you get all them broke downs. When instead, you can get the real truth of the breakdowns of these scriptures from the true priests and prophets that the Most High sent back down here to give you this truth, man, that Christ had. Go ahead.
Drivecom, verse 19. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth.
Man, there it is right there. Getting this one body. Go ahead.
Verse 20. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. That they all may be one.
They all may be two.
All may be one.
There's more than one doctrine.
that they all may be one,
Go ahead.
as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me.
Listen, how can God be Jesus, man? When there is specifically a separation. Jesus answers to somebody, man. In the name of the children of Israel. He gave a damn about us like the Most High gave a damn about us. That sound like real brotherhood to me.
Yeah, right.
That sound like a real ruler to me. Alright? That sound like somebody that needs to be right here ruling over us. Besides a President Joe Biden. Besides a governor or a mayor. If you're an Israelite, stop voting, man. Make sure your election is sure with the Most High in Christ. Because when Judgment Day comes, guess who's going to be on your side? President Biden or Christ? President Trump or Christ? President Obama or Christ? Man, take the time and think about it, man. I want Christ in my corner. Because I heard his voice move waters. I heard that his brotherhood was tremendous. I heard that he led the flock of sheep away from the wolves. And they were not lost anymore. Bob Shah, let me get a little bit more.
Cant, verse 22. And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one.
Go ahead, last verse, Bob Shah.
Verse 23. I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one.
Ooh, there go that word perfect. I thought you couldn't be perfect, Christians. You can be perfect if you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
And abide by them by bringing your brothers out of the world. By giving them back to the Most High. Because they don't belong to you, Christian pastors. They don't belong to you, Catholic priests. They don't belong to you. He is the God of Israel. And he wants his children back.
That's right.
Is any more on that?
Cant. And that the world may know that thou hast sent me, and hast loved them as thou hast loved me.
It's time to start loving ourselves, gathering ourselves, fixing ourselves, cleaning ourselves. So we can be purified by this word that Christ gave to us, that Christ was for us. All right, spiritually. Be in tune, man. Forgive your brothers. Forgive your sisters. Tell them, man, when you graduate high school, don't join the military. I'll tell you what military you should join. The ISUBK.
That's right.
Because them boys got the truth. They got the knowledge, and it's practical. And it makes sense. And it fits me. But if you weak, listen, I pray that you understand that you can keep doing what you want to do. And when Judgment Day comes, don't have no excuses. Take your punishment like a man. Take your punishment like a woman. Because you deserve it. Hell, I might even deserve it. But I'm going to continue to do this work.
That's right.
I'm going to continue to try to clean up everything around me that needs to be cleaned. All right? You can lead a horse to the water, but that don't mean it's going to drink it.
That's right. That's right.
Let me get Romans chapter 9. You already know where I'm going.
Cant.
13.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written.
As is what?
It is written.
Go ahead.
Jacob have I loved.
Man, it says, Jacob have I loved. And then there is a comma right there. Right or wrong?
Cant, sir.
So that's very specific. It goes Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Stop right there. Jacob is our forefather. He wrestled with an angel, and the angel's like, yeah, Prince of the Power right here. Yeah, you. That's who the Most High loves. You, Israel.
That's right.
So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. He don't love Jacob being in the army. He don't love Jacob being in the Christian churches. All right, drop your religious beliefs, because the Bible is not a religious book.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
But Esau have I hated. The so-called hairy red man. Who turns red when you smack him? Pat. Oh. Yes. You already know who it is. The dog himself. Alright? Caesar Borgia. Esau have I hated. That is his forefather. The Edomites' forefather is Esau. Alright? The mark of Cain. That's what that is. He has been a cunning hunter. He has hunted our footsteps. And the Lord has hated him, because they have had a perpetual hatred for you, Israelites. All right? And it's going to take true brotherhood and sisterhood for us to reign over them. Thus said the Lord.
Damn right.
Righteously. We're not going to feed them pork. We're not going to feed them to alligators for bait. We're not going to lynch them. But they will get their punishment. Thus said the Lord.
Damn right. And if I may,
Damn right,
I don't think they realize what that means when the Most High Himself, and it is written, says that Esau have I hated, man.
Right.
Y'all need to understand this truth right here. This is going to be a hard pill for our people to swallow, but there are absolutely no good white people, man.
Right.
Salaki, there are no good oppressors. You know what I'm saying? We get boot kisses out on these street corners and giving them a chance to have some compassion and to apologize for the oppression that they've done to our people. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do give us the boot kiss, you know what I'm saying? It's still not good enough. You know what I'm saying? They still get to go out and live the lifestyle that they want in their white supremacy. This is their heaven. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot trust your oppressor, man. There are no good oppressors, man. You think Jimmy, who you've been, homies with since middle school, is going to be the one who's going to be, so your ride or die during the last days. He's going to turn on you, man. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't give a damn about you. He's using you. So you think he's giving you friendship and quote unquote so-called brotherhood? He's just using you, man. He's using you for your drugs. He's using you for your swag and you know what I'm saying, that salt that we bring to the table, man. He's using you for salt on his plate, man. Because he doesn't have what you have, man. He's just eating you alive, man. He's using you. You know what I'm saying? There are no good oppressors, Israel. Y'all need to get it through your head, man. Understand that white friend that you have is not in your corner, man. And they will not be in your corner when times get rough, man. Because they always have the option of turning on you, man. That's the comfort that they have as being living in the society of white supremacy, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have no place in white supremacy, man.
Right.
You're in their way. You know what I'm saying? You're something to be used, to be stepped on, and just to be as a distraction for them, a temporary distraction for them. But they hate you at the end of the day, man. They will always hate you, man. They don't not have your back, man. Y'all need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while as well when I was coming into the truth, realizing there are no good oppressors, man. But that's just the reality of it, man. Our oppressor's forefather is Esau. And in the Bible, this isn't our opinions, but in the Bible, like we just read, it says, Esau have I hated, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High loves and the Most High hates who he wants to hate, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to side with the power that has the last word, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your oppressor is not in your corner, man. You know what I'm saying? They have no remorse, man. They know that our people, so brothers and sisters, are getting, shot up in the streets and locked up in high rates of incarceration, strung out on drugs. They know that they're infiltrating and gentrifying our neighborhoods. They don't give a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? we're just real estate that needs to be, you know what I'm saying? We're just like a wild boars that need to be hunted and killed because, you know what I'm saying, we're populating a land that they want to occupy, man. They eat up and gobble up every goddamn thing on the planet, man. You know what I'm saying? They do not share, man. They use murder as a means for gain, man. That's the mark of Cain, man. I gotta separate from these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? They're hateful, evil, vile people, and we all know it, man.
Right.
And there are no good ones. There are absolutely no good oppressors, man. Just hold that with you, man.
If I could,
Good, sir.
precept. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And if I could add, like, the Taliban knew that they couldn't trust this so-called oppressor, man. They knew it. So why are you steady trusting him, thinking that his ways are better than the Most High ways? I think that's the confusion that we have. We thinking because we living amongst them that they in control, that this kingdom won't fall. I think that's the problem. Well, I ask you because here to tell you that you are focused on the wrong thing.
Damn right.
You putting your heart and your mind onto things that are here to destroy you, to cover your faces, to mock you. Hell, to mock your Lord, man. They hung our king on a tree for standing up for his people.
Damn.
So you telling me that they hang a Lord that loved everybody for no apparent reason? He just gave love and he was just like, I love y'all so much and here, take me. No, man. Your king was a revolutionary.
Damn right.
Your king stood up for these laws, statutes, commandments and didn't fold. He was in the interrogation rooms like, listen, I'm not switching up the story. This is the truth. And it is written. He didn't say, because I said so. He didn't say, I did it and this is me. I am him. No, man. He came as the Son of Man, Son of David, Son of what's his father name? Joseph Slakia. All right, the tribe of Judah. He was from a tribe. The Most High is not from a tribe, but He is the Father of it all.
That's right.
Let me know when you're ready, Baba Kashah.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And be not conformed to this world.
Man, be not conformed or confound to this world. Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Listen, you got to get brainwashed to come into this ISUBK. Be willing to close your mouth and open your ears so you can learn this truth.
That's right.
So you can renew your mind. So you can shake them demons off of you that this religious belief and this theology and this philosophy has given you. Because all they have given you is lies.
Right.
They got you thinking that Jesus Christ is a homosexual by the name of Caesar Borgia. Man, renew your mind. Go ahead.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Man, that's how you do it. Renew your mind so you can be acceptable and perfect and do the will of God. Follow these laws, statutes, commandments. And you want to know one of the basic ones is having that brotherhood and sisterhood.
That's right.
Showing that you would rather gather yourselves together. Yourselves. You hear that? Yourselves. It's not gather everybody together. It's gather yourselves together, Israel. If you're part of this 12 tribe chart, it don't matter what side of the four corners you at, man. This is for you.
Salaki, you know what else it doesn't say? It doesn't say gather yourself together. I taught I think it was last week's Brotherhood class, man. Individualites do not have brotherhood, man.
That's right.
You can't sit on the other side of the corner and live in solitude and claim to be a righteous brother or sister. You can't claim to be, putting into practice brotherhood and sisterhood when you're not congregating and coming together and gathering yourself with your other brothers and sisters, man.
Man, it's
You know what I'm
heavy.
saying? An individualite is not living a righteous lifestyle. You're living a lifestyle of selfishness and cowardice, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting in your brick in for your nation. You're not sacrificing for your brother or your sister, man. You don't give a damn about your nation. You only give a damn about your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Preserving your own peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? If you're living alone and you know what I'm saying, claiming to love your people but not giving anything, not sacrificing anything, you're nothing, man. You're a liar as well.
That's right.
And a quick side note, you know what I'm saying? Before I came into the truth, I was an individual life. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting on the other side of the camera, smoking weed and claiming to be, you know what I'm saying, right on with those brothers in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? I was living like the life of a coward, man. I was on the couch watching YouTube videos, UPK videos, smoking weed, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not gathering myself together, man. I wasn't putting into practice the commandment of brotherhood, man. I wasn't helping out these brothers, man, putting in that brick for our kingdom, man. But I made the sacrifice, man. The Most High called me, man. I wanted my life to mean something, man. I wanted for my election to be sure, man.
That's right.
So I put in that brick. I put in the sacrifice and said, what do I got to do to serve my king righteously and perfectly, man? And these priests and prophets in ISUPK showed me the way, man, under commanding General Yohana, man. I came home.
Right.
I got up off the couch and I came home, man. And that's why we do the work that we do, because we give a damn about our people, man.
No sign of Christ.
We made the sacrifice. Lucky.
No sweat. Let's go to Revelations 12 and 12, Babakasha. And then let's start there.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
Wait, therefore rejoice, ye heavens. Why is it saying that? I thought heaven is somewhere that you go when you die. Man, there go another lie in the Christian church, ain't it? Listen, focus in, man. Start that over.
Revelations 12, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Start over, Babakasha.
Woe, sir?
Yes.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Stop right there. It says, woe unto the inhabitants. Who are the inhabitants right now? You know? The oppressors. The Taliban, the Americans, the East Indians, the Chinese. Woe unto you. What does woe mean?
Destruction.
There it is right there, man. Woe unto you. Go ahead.
Inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
What is the sea? Is it talking about water? No. It's talking about armies. All right? Woe unto all of the militaries and the armies that inhabit the earth. Because why? The Israelites are the true rulers of this earth, man.
That's right.
There's going to be a change in rulership really soon. All right? So woe unto all you inhabitants of the earth and the sea. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you,
Ooh-wee.
having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Listen, they know that they have a short time, Israelites.
That's right.
But do you? Do you know that they have it but a short time? I don't think you do. Because we still out here selling drugs, eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster because they gave it to us to do. I bet you didn't know that they gave it to us to do. They gave it to us to do to sin against our Father, our Heavenly Father. That's why they did it, because they know it that they had but a short time. So let's come back to these laws, statutes, commandments so we can make that short time speed up rapidly on them, man. That's the goal. All right? And once you have a goal, what do you want to do with that goal? You want to achieve it, man.
Yeah, right.
So let's achieve this goal that the Most High set for us to do. Let's have that brotherhood like Christ did. Like the disciples did, man. Like real true kings and priests do. All right? You don't send your men into war to have them slaughtered. You send your men into war to achieve things. So let's start to achieve things for our king, man.
That's right.
Let's achieve this kingdom. Let's achieve this earth and be rulers, not followers. You weren't set in your bloodline to be followers. You were set in your bloodline to be golden, man.
That's right.
To be set apart. All right, this is your record, these scriptures. Why you think they change them so much? Why you think they rename them so much? Because your identity is getting closer and closer back to you, man. And they want to do anything possible to distract you. Like having a president. Come on, man. Put 2 and 2 together. You get 4. What is a foe in the Bible? Do you know? It's an enemy.
Oh, folks, a lot.
Know who your foes are.
Right.
Because your enemies are the Most High's enemies. But what you do is you stepping away like, I like this guy. Like, let's save this guy. Like, come on. No. Move out the way.
That's right.
Woe unto them, man. Alright. Babkasha, let's get Hebrews chapter 13, verse 16. We're going to end there.
13 and 16.
Yeah, I want to get a little deeper, but let's end it right here, man. Babkasha.
Another one. Cant. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
But to do good and to communicate, forget not.
Man, listen. Do good and communicate with your brothers and sisters so you can get clarification if you have a misunderstanding.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
For with such sacrifices, God is well pleased.
Man, listen. Do good to your brothers and sisters and help each other out. All right? That is what will please God. All right? Help them and communicate. Communication is only with the Lord, man. The Lord be with you. That you have good communication amongst each other if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you.
Man, obey them that have the rule over you. The Most High has set forth Commander Junior Hanna to raise up the heavy hitters, to raise up the captains, to raise up all the precinct officers, to the troopers, man, to the young men, to the women and children.
Right.
All right, obey them that have rule over you. All right, so if you are 50, obey the 500s. 500, obey the thousands. If you're 1,000, obey the 5,000s. Obey the 10,000, 13,000s, the captains, and all the shields, man. You gotta obey the men above you.
It's like in Israel, understand we are a spiritual nation. You know what I'm saying? When we say that obey them that have rule over you, that rule that they have over is over your soul, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're just not just a bunch of niggas that want to bark orders at people. You know what I'm saying? We're looking out for the well-being of our people. We're looking out for our souls, man. Just like Christ did when he walked on the earth, man. If Christ wasn't out here giving his opinions on the word, or his opinions on the Old Testament, man.
Right.
He was looking after our souls, man. He looked at us as sheep, man.
That's right.
So we needed a shepherd, man. We needed a guidance. We needed a direction. We needed a goal, like Officer Demakia brought out, man. You know what I'm saying? Christ was looking over our soul, man. And in our nation, like I said, it's spiritual, man. We have rank and order, man. The Most High, Yahweh Christ, man, woman, and child, man.
That's right.
Each person above us looks after our soul, man. And I pray that you sisters understand that, man. But your Ottawa, your Lord, your husband, is the only one who gives a damn about you because he's watching over your soul, man. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper, it's more spiritual than that, man.
That's right.
Just want to bring that up.
Let's finish out the scripture.
And submit yourselves. Oh, Salaki, I got ahead of myself.
Nah, no sweat.
I never read this verse before. For they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy,
right,
and not with grief.
Oui.
For that is unprofitable for you.
Man, listen. Let these scriptures speak for themselves, just like this mighty preacher saying, man.
Right.
All right? It's still the Lord that rules over you.
That's right.
Give account for the men around you and below you, man. And with that, with the Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hanna. All right? We're going to get the security announcements for y'all.
Outside Christ. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, their teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, found in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Aishara, which means tenth in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
Upcoming holy convocation. This will be the Day of Atonement. This is the 10th day of the 7th month. This will fall on Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. Right. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 27 through 32.
Remind Akim and Akwath to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Or scarf.
Hey, it's real. It's Tuesday Brotherhood class.
One West is too great, son. That's where I came from. That is my A1s. I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son. You cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in the streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one. This is the Masons. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though. I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I can save them. Hiring my spot, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy. They got them blazing. They wanna love all these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. Yeah, some hard days, doing some hard ways, always. Just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust, thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much, always come through in the clutch. Niggas just do what it does, but thought shit was. Nigga, it wasn't. Know that I do this for dozens. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. and I keep shit running. Even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on getting my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much can I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like the snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wait. Some days that my heart had ache, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had ache, still kept my faith.
Dark days, no night vision. That's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more. Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same. It's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the pat in the back of the camp van. Taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand. Never losing grip. I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path. Now I'm rooted in the truth. To rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tell you, man? I was undesired, had no one. And then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. They words was convicted, called that a last sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these Christians, man. Not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Kaptazab. Man, you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful. One day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hate. Well, luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before
I still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Saying how much can I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake. Even when it came like the snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wait. Some days that my heart had ache, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had ache, still kept my faith.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this is blow. Hey, yo, Madara, he go claims for you, my nigga. 140 for the rub.
The world turned its back on me. I'm a criminal. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. The hell way out, I'll tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive or forbid. Remain in the trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a damn sentence, look. Trying to pick up with a blind fit. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. The devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pell. But ain't no getting out the game like you manji. Or if you take that office of Dundee, they try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times. It is death to his heart. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't like you think, little nigga. I should want even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. Now you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jett. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck a raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. It pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I don't. It's a photo, salute my nigga, salute my nigga. Like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now never do my niggas like Bishop did right here. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. So that ain't that love broke. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So, how you feel about this truth I done show? This ain't the like you think, nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.